Here are 13 great, inexpensive technology-related stocking stuffers. I love them. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. And the number one complaint I always get is they always say, just get into the video. So I'm going to do it with this one. I got 13 different technology products that are stocking stuffers, very inexpensive. I'm going to go through the cost, why I like them, and then have all these links will be in the video description if you want to pick one up. So stay tuned. Let's start with the first one right away. Let's go. All right, so number one is by a company called EWA. It's this tiny little speaker. I don't know if you can see here. I'll have some close-ups. The reason I love this thing is it's about 21, 22 bucks. You can get it for 18 sometimes on Amazon. The thing weighs about a pound. It's full metal. It's incredibly built. It's got this kind of nice shiny front on it that's milled perfectly. The bottom of it is kind of a little subwoofer. It moves with the bass. And the reason I love this thing is for the size, not the best, this is not the best obviously sound of all of them, but for the size, I think this is the best sound. You can put this in your pocket, put it on any table you put it on, the bass kind of bounces off of it. So for 22 bucks and for the size of this, comes with a little carrying case as well here. I don't use that too much. That is, I think, one of the best speakers if you're looking for kind of an external, just fun device for like a picnic table or something or traveling. Pick one up. I'll have the link in the description. EWA, just really solid quality. All right, number two is going to be, this one's even less expensive, $14.99. This one's by Mophie. It's a good name actually, and it's a wireless charging pad just like it looks like. The reason I like this though is because of the cost, $14.99. It's also made very well. It's got this rubberized kind of plate on, and it's full rubber over a plate. And this is not going to be the fastest. I think it's up to 10 watts or something, and it, 5 to 10 watts. It averages like 7 or 8 watts only. It takes a little longer to charge your phone, but for 15 bucks, if you're looking for an inexpensive charger, this works with Android phones. It also works with Apple phones. I've tested it on both. They work really well. Nothing gets over hot or anything like that. So I would check this out. I mean, again, a good name to kind of go with. It's not going to blow up on you. At least I'm not affiliated with them, so if it does, don't blame me. But I think it's a good name, and it's very inexpensive. Pick one up. They're in stock on Amazon right now. All right, so this next one's going to be by a company called, let me see here, it's Kootion, Kootion. I don't even know how to say that, but it's a little device here, and everyone should have one of these. And the reason I want to recommend this little one is because of the cost. It's $18.99, but it comes with a 128 gigabyte micro SD card, and it comes with this little device. That's the whole purpose of it. And you can slide in micro SD cards into this, and then you can plug these into your computer directly. So for instance, if you have a computer that you don't have micro SD slots on or an SD slot, you can pick one of these things up. It'll actually slot in the back of it, but this one actually comes with a 128 gig card, which is probably worth at least the $18.99 by itself, plus this little device that you can actually move the data through. It's not the fastest. I think it's like 75 megabytes per second on the writes and stuff, but it's faster than a lot of these things, and trust me. And for the cost, you just can't go wrong. So again, Kootion, not bad for the cost. All right, this next one's by Inland. I've actually talked about this quite a bit, but there's a new model I'm going to show you. This one is an external SSD drive. They're super reliable. It's an NVMe drive, M.2 drive that they've created with this nice aluminum shell, so you can't really get in there and change it. It's just kind of pre-built for you. The one I'm showing you here is only like 500 megabytes per second. Now, there's one that they have up here that's actually replaced it, the newer model. I'll show you a picture of that online. It's 59 bucks, comes with 512 gigs, and it goes up to 900 to 1,000 megabytes per second, so it's going to be almost double the speed of this one. I just wanted to highlight this because these are so good, these Inland little external drives. Never had a problem with them. I use them for my Mac all the time and for my Windows and stuff. And just, you can format them any way you want. So pick one up. I think they're really some of the best for the cost out there. And they have different size models as well, but they're really good quality. All right, and on the same note, I just wanted to kind of show you guys this one as well. I don't know if you can see that. This is the Inland. They're just a 2.5-inch SSD drive, but right now they're on sale for only 16 bucks for 120 gigabytes. So they have other models here, a ton of other models. I mean, you can get up to, I think, like a 480 or even a terabyte, but a 480 gigabytes, only 29 bucks right now. And again, these Inland drives work really well for the cost of them. They're cheaper drives, so you get, obviously you always get what you pay for, but these you get a little bit more on. So I'll have some links to these. Just wanted to show people the small one, 128 gigs. I think it's on sale for, it's in the 15 buck range, which is crazy now. Another good stocking stuffer is this one right here. This is by Orico, O-R-I-C-O. This is an external, basically, enclosure. It doesn't come with the drive. It just comes as the, you know, if you had a 3.5 SSD drive, 2.5 SSD drive, I'm sorry, or any type of 2.5 drive. This basically is an enclosure, so you put the drive inside of here. It looks like a little tape. I'll show you some close-ups of it. It looks kind of cool. You put a sticker over it. But the reason I like this, again, is the cost. It's $12.99, 12 bucks basically, 13 bucks. And I've used this now for a couple years. It seems fairly fast. It never is lagged. It's never broke on me or anything like that. So for 12 or 13 bucks, if you just want a nice external device, it is USB-A on the other side. That's one complication. You might need to plug it into a hub or something, so just keep that in mind. But beyond that, it's a great enclosure. It's never failed on me, and it's only 13 bucks. And it looks kind of cool because it looks like a little tape cassette. All right, the next one is kind of a really weird name. It's VSSOPLOR. I'm not even going to try to say that. I'll have a link to it. It's a foldable keyboard. So look at this. You have this huge keyboard and you can fold down just like that into a little small form factor. It folds open and it's got like a little pad on the right hand side over here. I'll show you some close-ups where you can actually use it as a mouse. So the reason I like this thing is it's a great travel keyboard for something like an iPad or something. It's Bluetooth compatible. So it's not, again, not the best. It's got a couple of hinges where you have to kind of get used to typing on it. But overall, if you want to take this like on a trip or something, like let's say you're in a hotel, you want to connect something to a TV, or you want to use this for your media room, where you want to kind of just close it up like this and have it kind of put away and then open it up and use this little mouse here. It's great for that kind of stuff. I wouldn't type a term paper on this thing. It's 29 bucks, getting around 30 bucks. But for the kind of the convenience of it and having the mouse built in, pick one up. They're pretty cool. I liked it, and so far it's been working for well over a year for me. I think I made a video on this too for a whole video, so check out my channel for that. But that's another one you can pick up. All right, the next one is this hub by SSK. The reason, really quick, it's super simple. It's just an external hub like this that you plug in. It's got USB-C on this side. You can plug it into your MacBook or any other computer. The reason I like this is it's $18.99, super inexpensive, and it's the only hub I could find that has 2 USB-C data and 2 USB-A data. So it's got 4 different ports on it, but 2 of them are USB-C data. You normally don't even get one, and this hub is only about 19 bucks. So it's by SSK. I'll have some close-ups as we're talking here, or maybe I already did, who knows. Anyways, pick one up. I'll have a link in the description. So this next one's a little hard drive by Orico, and it's the reason I did a whole video on this, so check out my channel. This one's a little teeny, it's maybe an inch or two long by an inch, and it's a tiny little SSD drive external that's really fast, and it's got this cool design that looks like Lego blocks. This one's 250 gigabytes, so it's, again, you can pick it in all different colors. Now this one's a little harder to find right now, so they have a replacement out, and they're a little bit more pricey. I don't know why, maybe the design or something, but I'll have a link and show you what this one is. It's 59 bucks for 256 gigs, but they are pretty good. They work really well, and they're kind of a novelty when people see them. Nothing else looks like them, so if you like that kind of stuff, here they are, pick one up. All right, this next one's a mechanical gaming keyboard, and I showed everyone a while ago. I did a video on this as well, but this works on a Mac, and these are only, let me see here, about 20 or 30 bucks. I think around 30 bucks, and they come in a whole bunch of different colors. I'll show you some of them as I'm talking right here, the different colors that they come in. And even the one I bought here that's basically white and gray that would match kind of a MacBook or something, they come in, you know, it comes with different keys. So this had yellow keys as well. You can kind of intermix them. So if you're somebody that likes to kind of personalize your keyboard, and you like these, you know, this one comes, they come with all different types of switches. You have to look. This one came with the blue switch, but you basically can hear the difference there. So if you like that kind of clicky keyboard and you want something a little bit different than maybe your Mac keyboard or Windows keyboard, these are only 30 bucks, and you can kind of get the color you like there. So they work really well. It's called the MK Box. You can see it there. It's a weird name. I think it's from China or something. It's actually M-A-G-G-G-E-E or M-A-G-E-G-E-E. Magee, I don't know how to say that either. But anyways, these are kind of cool, so pick one up. Again, they're 30 bucks, and they vary in cost. I've seen them all over the place, so keep checking back if it's too expensive. All right, so this next one's a lav mic, and the reason I want to just explain this one is it's by Maono. It's M-A-O-N-O, and it's one of the cheapest lav mics that you can get that are pretty good. It's only about 19 bucks, and it works with both like on your smartphone and through like a camera, like a DSLR or like a mirrorless camera. So these things work great. And what a lav mic is basically is what I'm wearing right now, where you can actually talk into it through a wire and it's close to your mouth. So 18 or 19 bucks. This is one of the better ones for that small cost. Great stocking stuffer if someone's into video editing or just wants something like that. Pick this one up. All right, this next one's by Quizilab, and it's basically an aluminum, kind of a tank enclosure, I call it. It's got waterproofing around it, it's got solid metal steel around it, and it's enclosure for an M.2 drive. I think it's NVMe drive as well. So if you need something like an enclosure, it doesn't come with the drive though. You have to put your own drive in this thing, but you want it basically, for water, rain, stuff like that, or if you drive your car over it, this thing's solid as a rock. So pick one of these up. I did a whole video on this one as well, so check out my channel for Quizilab, an external SSD or something. You'll find the whole video on this one. So for the cost though, I think they're around 30 bucks. It's a little bit more pricey than a standard one just because of this, how solid it is and it's made out of pure metal. But so far I've had it for maybe 6 months or 8 months and it's worked perfectly. And then finally the last one, and I'm going to do a video coming up on this, so I'm not going to do too much about this, but this is the DM30. It's by Maono, M-A-O-N-O, exactly the same one as the little lav mic I just explained. But this is a really cool microphone that you can pick up, and they're not that expensive at all. And so if you're looking for a high quality, inexpensive microphone for your desk or something where you want to do audio, like kind of just do sound overs, or if you want to just talk to somebody, actually you can use, let's say you're doing like a video conference and you want a good microphone that picks up your voice well. This is one I highly recommend for the cost. I'll do a whole video on this. I'm not going to do too much, just show you what it's out there. So check it out online on Amazon and stuff, but these are really good as well. All right, so thanks for watching and happy holidays, Merry Christmas. I like still saying that. And stuff these in the stockings. They're all pretty inexpensive tech. I know that they work for both PCs and Macs and everything else, but these aren't reviews. I'm not I don't have any affiliation with these products in any way, except sometimes I go out and buy them and I just test them out. I just have fun with everything. If they break and they're really bad, I don't put them in my channel, but when they work for me, I put them in here. So it's only one person saying that these all work great, but at the end of the day, these are great tech that I think can have fun with, and they're inexpensive. So you're not buying, you're not breaking the bank on buying them. Have fun, test them out. They all have good return policies on Amazon. If you don't like them, return them. But anyways, have a great holiday season, and we'll talk to everybody in a few days. Just wanted to get some of these products showcased out there. If you're looking for something to stuff in that stocking, we'll talk to you soon. Peace.